It may seem that English speakers speak fast, so fast that it's difficult to understand them. But actually, all of them pause slightly in between words and phrases by inserting small and sometimes long pauses between words and phrases in order to form groups of words. Learning to do this is one of the best ways to improve your pronunciation and comprehensibility when speaking English. In this video, we will look at when and how to pause by grouping words together in order to create thought groups. What is a thought group? A thought group is simply a group of around 2 to 5 words that make a unit of meaning. They are similar to phrases. For example,
in this presentation, we will be reporting on our customer experience from pre to post purchase.
Thought groups will also vary from speaker to speaker, meaning that there is no exact way to create thought groups when speaking because it depends on what the person wants to say. For instance, in the example we looked at above, the speaker might also add another pause.
In this presentation, we'll be reporting on our customer experience from pre to post purchase.
However, there are some words that usually go together, and it would be strange to pause between them. For example, in the sentence we looked at earlier, we would never say,
in this presentation, we'll be reporting on our customer experience from pre to post purchase.
We will look at more examples later. Why do you think using thought groups is important? From a listener's perspective, it helps them understand meaning. It's easier to understand than a string of words. It gives them a break to receive chunks of information rather than a flood of information. For a speaker, it of course allows them to take a breath, organize their thoughts, emphasize something that is important, and most importantly of all, make meaning clear. For example,
the customer ordered 22 kilogram bags of flour.
Or,
the customer ordered 22 kilogram bags of flour.
The meaning has completely changed just by pausing and thought groups. Now, let's look at how to decide where to pause. There are 2 things that help us determine pausing in a sentence. One is by using the punctuation. Commas, periods, semicolons, these all signify that we should pause when we see them. Look at this sentence without pausing.
As you know, there are many different dimensions of customer experience, including senses, feeling, perceptions, behavioral intentions, evaluations, and memories.
Now listen to it with pausing.
As you know, there are many different dimensions of customer experience, including senses, feeling, perceptions, behavioral intentions, evaluations, and memories.
Especially with a long list, you can appreciate how important it is to pause for your listeners. But what if you are not reading out loud or doing a presentation and you are just speaking what's on your mind? The most important thing to remember is the definition of a thought group again. A thought group is a group of around 2 to 5 words that make a unit of meaning. These words form an idea, and we usually don't want to interrupt that idea. From a grammatical perspective, we don't separate noun phrases, verb phrases, prepositional phrases, and short sentences. Noun phrases. For example, the complete report. We would keep the determiner, the adjective, and the noun together. We would not say,
the complete report will be on your desks.
But we would say,
the complete report will be on your desks.
2. Verb phrases. For example, have been collecting data carefully. Again, we would not say,
we have been collecting data carefully on this topic for some time now.
But we would say,
we have been collecting data carefully on this topic for some time now.
Number 3, prepositional phrases like for some time now. For the sentence we just saw, we would not say,
We have been collecting data carefully on this topic for some time now.
but we would say,
We have been collecting data carefully on this topic for some time now.
and finally, it might be strange to break up short sentences.
They finished it. Let's go.
Now, give it a try. Try to decide where to pause in the passage below. Of course, you'll pause at commas and periods, but are there any other places you might decide to create thought groups? Pause the video while you try this out. Now, listen to a sample answer. Remember that people divide thought groups differently, so if your answer is not the same, it's okay.
In conclusion, it is clear that customers gain immense satisfaction from purchasing products from Caroline Flour and Baking Needs. Despite this, there are still multiple points during the customer experience journey that still need to be improved. We would especially like to improve the customer's pre-purchase experience on the website and over phone interactions so that customers can find the information they need more conveniently.
And that's it. Try focusing on pausing next time you have a conversation with someone. However, it really is important during presentations where you are imparting a large amount of information to your audience. Thanks for listening.